There she is.
Welcome back, Aloy. When you're ready, please merge ether with me. Afterwards, I must discuss an important matter with you.
So, I found a drone, but I tried to kind of shoot it and nothing happened. Is finding it enough? I don't even know how that works.
Error. Drone offline.
Yeah. That's something I have to look into later on. Again, it's not that important based on like your level or the story or whatever, so we'll be fine. Have some ether. Make it rain.
So, what did you want to discuss?
While you were away, I received an unusual transmission on my dedicated Aletheia frequency.
Aletheia. That's one of the sub-functions you couldn't detect before.
It's been absorbed into another one.
Yes. The transmission occurred so slowly that at first it seemed like an accidental blip of data amongst background static. Once I noticed this irregularity, it took some time to collate the complete message.
Coordinates. Where does it lead?
To a mountain to the northwest of this facility. A word of caution, Aloy. It is possible this transmission is genuine. It is also possible it is being broadcast by someone or something else.
You don't think it's actually Aletheia?
I am uncertain.
What's SOS?
It is an old world code. A distress signal. A desperate plea for help.
Why would Aletheia send a coded transmission on a frequency only the two of you can communicate on?
I believe it was done as a precaution to avoid detection, or at least to create the appearance of the desire to do so.
Ugh.
I am also uncertain why Aletheia would expect that I would be able to detect and respond to its distress signal at all. As far as it is aware, I no longer function.
Okay, so either Aletheia is in trouble and sent the message hoping you were out there, or someone else is trying to get us to go to these coordinates, pretending to be Aletheia.
That is my conclusion as well.
I mean, I think it made it sound like she didn't respond. Because I'm just wondering if they were using it as a way to try to find this Gaia as well. So someone's trying to find where this copy of Gaia is as well so they can take it out. But I guess if she didn't respond to it, she just picked up the signal somehow. Then I guess our location is still safe, I think.
Could the Zeniths be sending the transmission?
According to the data I reviewed on your focus, the Zeniths recovered the other Gaia root kernel in the Hades Proving Lab. It is feasible they used it to gain access to my internal frequencies.
So, maybe they sent it thinking you'd respond and reveal your location.
Possibly. However, the transmission is highly irregular. If they intended to provoke me into revealing myself, I would expect the communication to be more routine.
Right. So maybe it's not them then. You said the coordinates lead to a mountain to the northwest. What's there?
I have no record of anything of note in that vicinity.
Okay, and what about the other number in the message? 237. Any idea what that means?
I have queried my available databases, but it does not appear to have any significance. Perhaps its meaning can only be understood at the indicated coordinates.
All right, I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source of the transmission.
All by yourself? Ha! No way.
I included Erend and Varl in this briefing via their focuses. I concur that you should not investigate this alone.
What if it's a trap?
Of course it could be a trap. But if it really is Eleuthia, then it's in trouble, and I need to bring it back. Don't worry. I'll be careful and...
We're coming with you.
Fine. Go grab your things.
We'll wait for you at the west exit, in case you need to upgrade your gear.
Okay, so we're not allowed to get any more answers at the moment from Beware. It ends with Beware. Interesting. 237, huh? It's like the atomic mass of an element.
Aloy,
That was sneaky of you, patching in Varl and Aaron to our conversation.
I am pleased you accepted their help. Is there something you wish to discuss before you depart?
Yeah, I thought we might be able to talk about more, things.
How's Katalo doing?
I detect that the loss of his arm still deeply pains him, though he has not voiced his thoughts. I may be able to assist in his recovery, should he be interested.
That's what I was going to say.
Really? I'm sure he will be.
Yeah, I could see him getting some kind of machine bionic arm and returning to full power.
How are things around here?
Zoe has been studying the morphology of her land gods in an effort to understand their sickness. Without the abilities of Hephaestus, I am unfortunately unable to correct their programming. However, Zoe and I are hopeful we will find an alternative way to heal them.
Well, keep at it. Varl and Zoe seem to like spending time together.
Indeed. While studying Old World data, Zoe discovered references to a dietary lifestyle known as vegetarianism. She appreciated the similarities with Utaru practices and encouraged Varl to try out this lifestyle.
And how did that go?
I believe they have agreed to disagree.
I feel like that's a pretty common narrative when it comes to that business.
How's Aaron handling things?
He is becoming increasingly accustomed to use of the focus. After an initial incident,
What did he do?
he unfortunately crushed his first focus as he attempted to affix it to his temple. Amongst a number of Oseram curses, I believe he also blamed the focus for being dainty. He has given repeated assurances that it will not happen again.
Well, good thing we have a lot of extras, I guess. Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend.
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate. Though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. The only one who could. Thanks, Gaia.
Yeah, so we were talking about Elizabeth Sobek and kind of being a lone wolf and just being completely dedicated to a bigger whole and stuff. But, I mean, we did mention about when Travis was saying to her, do you even really have any friends and stuff? I guess you did have a true friend in Gaia.
So, Project Zero Dawn. The greatest minds in the world. All working to build the terraforming system while the Pharaoh Plague devoured the planet. What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations at all hours of the day. Resources and technology were secured from across the world. Within a month of the project's conception, I was launched and began my education. Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time with the rest of the Zero Dawn staff. She said it was important to experience many personalities and perspectives to aid in my emotional development.
What were they like?
Scared, hopeful, determined. They were hurtling toward technological achievements on a scale never before attempted. I owe everything to their dedication.
Yeah, so this touched on a topic and one of the reasons why I really loved Zero Dawn so much. So Elizabeth was saying to Gaia that knowing lots of different personalities and perspectives will aid in your emotional development. And to me, that's one of the key and most interesting things. Getting to meet the other members of the team and seeing the different perspectives on how they're trying to deal with an impossibly difficult situation was one of the most fascinating things to find out about the world, like through the data points and through the story itself. So that's why in this game, that's why I'm struggling to see if they're going to find that same level of magic when it comes to like the story in the world, because what they did in Zero Dawn to me was so special that they could only use it again to a certain degree, and they could only find new perspectives in a certain way, since the general threat and ideas are the same as the first game. So that's something that, again, I'm curious to see how it's going to proceed, how it's going to go as we continue. But I think Zero Dawn so far in that particular respect has been superior to Forbidden West.
So the Hades Proving Lab, where I found the Gaia kernel, it used to be a Pharaoh research facility?
Yes. Prior to appropriation by Zero Dawn, the facility was used to engineer and test advanced computer viruses. It appears to have been one of many research initiatives by Pharaoh Automated Solutions.
I guess it wasn't enough to build automated killing machines. He wanted viruses to infect them with, too. So, a while back, before the battle at Meridian, I went into Banuk territory. I discovered another AI there, one not related to Zero Dawn. Cyan. It was created to oversee operations for a volcanic stabilization project, and it spent the last 1,000 years in isolation. I'm guessing you didn't know about it?
No. From the data on your focus, it seems that Cyan was cut off from the outside world, an effort by its creators to protect it from the Pharaoh plague.
Any chance it could help us now?
I have already attempted contact, with no success. Given its previous experience with accepting an outside network request, I imagine it is unwilling to do so again.
Right. Because last time Hephaestus enslaved it. Well, that's too bad. I think the two of you would have had a lot to talk about.
I mean, I do wonder if there is a way for us to go back there, because obviously the entire map of Zero Dawn can't be there. So I think they wanted to reference the DLC AI that we encountered, but I don't see how they can factor it into the story. So I can't see a quest where they'd be like, oh, go back to Cyan and get it connected up with Gaia, because then they'd have to take us back to that whole area. So I don't think we have that, but it was interesting that it was mentioned.
The processor Ether was installed on was part of an ancient war museum, a memorial to something called the Hot Zone Crisis. Do you know anything about it?
My knowledge of historical events was unfortunately lost with the Apollo database. However, climate data indicates a peak in regional temperatures in the 2030s. Such conditions would see extreme, prolonged droughts, an increase in dust storms, and a loss of habitable landmass.
But they wouldn't have built a museum in the middle of a wasteland. So I guess things got better eventually.
Yes. Data suggests that temperatures returned to average levels in the clawback era of the 2040s.
There was an ancient tank embedded in the bulwark, buried under a bunch of boulders. Any idea how it got there?
During the Pharaoh plague, the US military resumed the use of human combatants, as automated machinery was unreliable. It is possible the vehicle was part of a pre-automated war fleet.
So they fought against the Pharaoh machines in the valley. Until the mountain was blasted apart and buried them. So this facility, the Regional Control Center, it was meant to oversee the terraforming system?
For the local region, yes. Had humans received their education from the Apollo database, they would have then been guided here to assume operation. As that never happened, this place remained vacant.
Until Minerva decided to settle here. So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on conditions outside?
Yes. From here, the facility's operators would have been able to observe weather and machine activity in real time.
That would have been quite a sight.
It may still be possible to view some of them, should you find and reconnect the cameras to this room's console.
I'll keep a lookout.
Okay, we're done with this part. We're nearly there.
You mentioned that the superstorms have subsided. Is that Ether at work?
Yes. Thanks to Ether's capabilities, weather patterns in the local region should mostly stabilize for the time being.
Well, that's a relief. Be nice not to have to fight my way through a storm anymore.
I will continue to stabilize the atmosphere for as long as I can.
I mean, it's funny. I don't feel like we've exactly had a ton of storms going on. I mean, we've had like rain and stuff, but I can't really recall legit bad stormy weather in the game that we've been playing so far. But
Why did Ether take up residence in an ancient war museum?
As with the other subordinate functions, Ether needed to install itself on a processor with adequate storage and power. The one in the museum appears to have been sufficient, given that the holographic displays were still active.
So Ether was assured it could stay for as long as it needed to.
Correct. Though it is curious that it chose a place surrounded with the ancient ruins of aircraft.
Maybe it also felt at home there.
right, the missing ones.
The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species. Eleuthia was responsible for gestating, nurturing, and acculturating a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked with preserving, organizing, and disseminating vast archives of human knowledge and cultural achievements. Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged on the 2nd of February, 2066, by order of Ted Faro.
Pharaoh, huh? I really hate that guy.
Understandable. He appears to have been pathological.
All three of the missing functions, or were. Do you still need them?
If it restored, perhaps Artemis and Apollo, however.
Okay, so that was pretty much the same conversation. I'm gonna not talk about Demeter and Poseidon because I'm gonna go out to find them anyway later, so we'll do that later. I think we're done for now.
I'll be off.
Farewell, for now.
Yeah, so if you guys like lore/exposition dumps, then you came to the right part of the game. I mean, we got a lot going on here. Cradle of Echoes. Yeah, so they've put this one in there in between. It's a level 22. Well, 2 as in TOO2. So that means that it's definitely the one I need to do first. And they've literally put the others on hold. So you can't even do them if you want to. So, everything else is on hold. It's just like, you got to go and do this right freaking now. Okay. I didn't realize it was that serious, but we'll do that. Where is it on the map, by the way? Okay, well, fine. I've got to actually get out first.
Aloy, I was able to unlock another room in the main living area.
Good to know. I'll check it out when I can.
Oh, we'll check it out right now.
I've been carrying Elizabeth's pendant with me for months. But since we're gonna stay a while, I think I'll keep it here, where it'll be safe.
That's interesting. So I can put it on or take it with me?
Elizabeth put all of her faith in Gaia. And Gaia put all of her faith in me. If I can do it all, recover the subfunctions, defeat For Zenith, heal the world, I'd like to think Elizabeth would be proud.
So I put it there, but I can't take it off again? Where? So I guess this becomes like Aloy's office in here. So we've got our stash here as well. That's cool.
This is the rite of passage that Vashav gave me at the embassy. I liked him. He seemed like a good man. I think he was really looking forward to going home.
Yeah, you could tell the way he just ran.
When I met Hikaru, I figured he was just another bloodthirsty warlord. But Vashav was right. Hikaru wants peace. It won't be easy. But with his new marshals, maybe his vision has a chance.
Okay, and then the final one here.
My old spear. Rust helped me make it. When I finished my training.
Old Rust.
Feels like so long ago now.
Yeah, it really does.
When Varl found me after the Hades Proving Lab, I thought I saw Rost. I don't think he'd understand any of this. Or what I have to do. But still. Wish he was here.
Yeah, it's nice that she still remembers him, because the game didn't dwell on him for that long.
Looks like someone's rearranged stuff in here.
Aloy, I see you found your room. Your companions thought you would appreciate a private space of your own.
That was thoughtful of them.
Yeah, it's nice we got to put our pendant down there and stuff, claim this place as our own, so that's pretty nice. The boss definitely needed her own place too. Now, let's get out of here. It's been a really long... I didn't expect we'd have this much exposition in here. It's very long. But it also makes me think that it's unlikely we're going to get the thing that I was hoping for, where a lot of the stuff we could have talked about here, we could kind of do it as transmissions while we're kind of out and about in the world and exploring. But oh well, at least we're getting the information we need and want. Well, at least
There
I
she
want.
is.
You ready to head out?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good.
Yeah, we spent a fair bit of time on our own, so let's go. Wow, it just cut straight to it. Interesting.
This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
What is that?
What the hell?
Well, that takes the keg.
Maybe not so indestructible then, huh?
Varl, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that zenith.
Well now, I guess they're not so
Obviously more
indestructible.
zeniths than we know about.
Yeah.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Almost didn't make it.
Damn. So I guess they're not so indestructible then, huh?
I'm catching snowflakes on my lashes. Whatever the rebels did, it took down her shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she can make it come and go at will. But it's gone now.
Romina.
Yeah. Well, go do your thing. I'll wait here.
It's like some kind of Halo plasma gun. Wait, I can knock this off. Oh. I think I might still be able to knock that off, actually. That's kind of cool.
This will be in my stash when I need it.
But yeah, I was wondering what's happened to the Far Zenith people, and we didn't really get as much from GAIA and the conversations that we had back at the base. So I think the game definitely wanted to kind of force us back into here, so that we can have some more Far Zenith stuff. Because this is basically like we're in like a mini linear part of the game where you don't have much choice but to come and do this stuff and learn more about the Far Zenith. Right. Stalker dart gun. Picked up 5 heavy weapons. Go me. I mean, I feel like we might still do more fighting here. There's still like the stealth plants and stuff, as I call them. They're so sleek.
The Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is.
Orders received. Prime directive. Assist recovery the asset. Secondary directive. Continue monitoring V. Sutter. V. That's her name again. It was Verbena or something. Verbena. What is it? Knowledge. Status report. Sent to G. Pieri. Hostiles detected. Engaging targets. Danger system failure.
What a mess.
Got some more little caches around here, so I'll grab those. Nice. Yeah, we're definitely going to fight here soon.
Have a look around. I'll wait here.
Okay. What else is there to investigate here?
Knocked rebels and Asaram, Zenith.
There we go. Need to check out that weapon. Damn it, got away. Still got away. In any case, there's a lot of stuff here. Let's just grab all of these first. This little thing is just trolling me. There it is. Prairie dog. Okay, I might need that for something later.
Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area?
If so, why? Like, what are the rebels doing here? Because GAIA said there was nothing of note here either in the vicinity. But I guess Silence is involved.
An Oseram with a focus. Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else.
But I'm surprised we got to see them potentially, like, how to take them out so quickly. Self-destruct initiated, telemetry terminated.